Hi.
You're having a nightmare.
Yippee.
Merry Christmas. But don't forget, you get a special treat at the end of it.
Yippee.
What is Faunra's nightmare about?
How do you reckon?
Well, one of the players dealt with something that happened in their past, something traumatic. Another player is going to be dealing with what started them down this path. I have a few possible ideas if you don't have any, but if there's a direction you'd like to go, I'm happy to take you there.
I do not have ideas. My apologies.
It's okay. When did Faunra first want to be an orc?
Be what?
An orc. Or get closer into that touch of her. So.
It was much closer to the age of 10. Like, or in the human years at any rate.
Yeah.
Much smaller of a child. More so realizing she wasn't normal was like much sooner, but she could never like put her finger on it, so to speak. When I say not normal, I mean not a proper elf, not a full blood elf. And sort of, but for a couple years after, didn't really know why.
And then she eventually figured it out. But in the moment, this takes place fragments of memories within the long past. Some of when you were young and, as kids do, bully each other. Nothing specific, mind, but at the very least, I'm sure that being a half-orc, whether or not they could fully recognize that, was something that they could use against you. So, I have a simple question. Did Faunra... Good. Did Faunra throw the first punch?
Yes.
Okay. The nightmare begins with the first moment that you so much tapped into your orcish roots. Perhaps it was part of you screaming out to be protected. Perhaps it was children being children. It's hard to say, especially this many years down the line. But Faunra did punch another child. And now the follow-up question. How hurt was that child?
I think it was just a much darker bruise than you'd normally get from someone putting all their oomph into a punch.
Okay. Definitely within expectations, but definitely on the more concerning end, I suppose. And at first, your mother was as concerned as anyone else would be. But I think now, as you're thinking back to it, the, like, strange pains that you had growing up, both literal and hypothetical, were emphasized by simple tooth pain. And over the next few years, kids, well, avoided you. You were a ruffian, you were a hooligan, you punched another kid. Little Antiope kept saying, "Oh, this bruise never healed, I'm scarred forever." Obviously that was false, even now to this day you remember that. But your mother was more concerned. Over time, you eventually started leaning more into your orcish heritage, and at first your mother thought, "Oh, this will just be... this will be the new thing that you're focused on for a while. Maybe at once it was pottery, maybe at once it was painting. so on and so forth, and now it's being an orc. Just what kids do. But that never wore off, did it?
Did not.
Then we jump forward. What did your mother do when you left?
I never thought about that.
Did she leave you with a smile? Was she crying? Did she give you something?
No, it was not a, it was a very bitter departure. She never wanted this for Faunra. Faunra felt denied. There were words, and to this day they haven't reconciled it.
With Faunra's near-death moment the other day, how does she feel about the lack of reconciliation?
It's like it's not. It starts almost like that sort of like I can't. That almost very this mindset of I can't leave the world with such a negative attitude towards one of my progenitors, and then like fades away back into. But I was right.
Hmm.
And like immediately, like they're fighting each other, and the the I was right is winning.
And as you begin to fade in and out of your memories, of your dreams, one might say it's prophetic, another might say that it's a hallucination. You feel a slash against your back. It feels horrible. You saw how much Aloise puts into her blows, and it makes her strikes feel like small gusts of wind from a butterfly's wings. You turn. How does Faunra imagine her father looks like?
He's to her. He's like an ideal orc. Very, very tall, massive arms. And a face only a mother could love.
The definition of orcish brutality behind you, wielding what you could kindly call a blade, you suppose. One of the goblin's horse cleavers is probably more fitting of design-wise, but it is strapped with countless runes, countless trinkets, and just right before the end of his fist, you see a simple wedding band. One that would normally be paired to your mother's wedding ring. Now, I would love this answer from Faunra. Does she wake up after putting up a fight? Or is she slayed by this man?
She is slain.
It is not anything creative. It is not anything stupendous, amazing. It is a helm splitter. Simple as that. You, in your dream state, try to block it with your arms. To no avail. You wake up, head slammed against the floor, full ass over tea kettle, blanket barely covering your body. You have a really bad nosebleed. You realize that you left the window open, and like a red squirrel has started like going through some of your crap. Like it is full on like trying to loot some of your rations. Yeah, that's how you wake up. Enjoy.
Oh. Gosh.
And as Faunra begins to wake back up, first your carrot. You get a ancestry feat of first level. Here's your snack. You can pick whatever you want. Doesn't have to be now. And you can DM me or just tell me whatever you pick. And for the rest of the players, we will start with Sert and Lela before moving on to our frontliners. Sert and Lela, both of you are fairly used to waking up early, both being cathedral children and also helping out the church as you can. But when both of you get to the breakfast table, you don't see it in its normal setup. You see a handful of plates from some of the other acolytes of the cathedral, but you don't see the usual feast of sorts that Xanthus makes. You also have not seen Xanthus so far this morning. Puddle, however, is completely fine, and once he gets out of the grasp of Lela, assuming she even attempts to stop him.
Did my audio break?
I just didn't hear you say anything.
You cut out like you said once he gets out of the...
Oh, lovely.
I heard the rest of that.
I heard the rest of that.
Oh.
Rip Bozo, I guess. Assuming Lela does not stop him, would Lela be making sure that Puddle does not escape her grasp?
I mean, if he sees something, he's gonna go after it.
Yeah.
Let him be.
Without much trouble, he breaks out your arms, runs onto the kitchen table, and starts, like, chewing on a spoon.
Yeah, Puddle? Look over here. Look over here. Yep. You want a pipe? You want a rod? Give you a rod. You just gotta give me the spoon first. You gotta give me the spoon first, bud. Drop it.
He grumbles and then drops it.
Thank you, Puddle. Very good. Here's your rod.
But yes, Sert and Lela, Xanthus has not set up his usual breakfast feast that he does for the church.
Lela, have you seen Father Xanthus?
I haven't. I figured you would have.
No. Usually he can sneak out and get things done even before I awaken, but it's unlike him not to make his rounds in the morn.
Yeah.
Perhaps some business has pulled him away.
What's
I do fear, after the fiasco the other day, I'm concerned for the father.
As the two of you begin to wonder where Xanthus is, you see the grave tender Naffer Vosk come in with 2 large buckets of soapy water from the graveyard area. He goes, "Sir, Lela, pleasure," as he begins walking through the kitchen and dining room.
Have you seen Xanthus today?
Yeah, someone graffitied the church last night.
What do you mean they graffitied the church? What did they do?
We will bounce to the other 2 players, since although the cathedral has a large amount of things that it can provide, betting for people unassociated with it, outside of being friendly with it, is something a bit more difficult. Xanthus, however, is happy to cover the fees of the inns that you have been staying in, but as you 2 arrive, you see Xanthus working on cleaning a large amount of graffiti in a multitude of different languages. Most of them are in common, elven, handful of dwarven, one of it's in goblin, but the running theme between all of them is basically besmirching Xanthus in different ways, as he is trying to clean up stuff. For once, he is not as a normal attire. He is in the best equivalent of, like, rags, basically clothes that he's fine with getting wet and then doing whatever he needs to get rid of them. But he does not see you two arrive. This is Aloise and Faunra.
Oh, who? I'm sorry. Absolar arrived?
Absolar Xanthus is outside, cleaning up a large amount of graffiti. A majority of it is basically just a ton of, like, swears and curses towards him. There are several mentions of Nualia's name, there are several mentions of keeping the dead dead, all that sort of stuff.
I feel most of the town still had plenty of opportunity to state any lingering dissatisfaction after the meeting.
Xanthus sighs as he's trying to clean up more, and he goes, "Regrettably, I believe you're correct. Although I'm not against all of the fighting and stuff, it does harm me that they would deface a cathedral like this." And as he goes to clean up one of the pieces of graffiti that someone put on the door, who would be opening the door, Lela or Sert?
I will.
As he's doing that, he's kind of looking back at Aloise and Faunra, and Lela, you just get a big old soapy towel right in the face. Oh, Lela. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. He grabs a dry towel, hands it to you. I'm so sorry.
Xanthus.
Hello.
It's okay. What happened?
As... What was his name? Naffer begins to work on some of the other cleaning. Xanthus gets the two of you back into, understanding for what has been going on. In short, people have been graffitiing the cathedral as they... Even though there was a general understanding of what was going on last night, many people in town have decided on this more indirect way of responding to it. Yeah.
I'm taken aback, Ventus. How can you possibly take the con at this point?
I think of it as a form of penance. Not every adventurer has a bright future ahead of them. Not every adventurer has a beautiful past. And he looks over one of the pieces that says Nualia was a witch. He goes, "Writing like this can be removed quite easily. But if left up, it will enter people's minds and last longer and longer. My main concern is not so much related to everyone's thoughts on this, but the main thing I view is I don't believe the town is ashamed of their actions.
You want us to go knock some heads, Xanthus?
Oh, no. Violence is rarely the answer. I mean, I haven't heard much of your adventures in the pit, but I'm sure that a majority of the things that you could have interacted with could have been peaceful. Not like you went around just killing everything you came across, right?
Shoot a nervous glance at Aloise. Yeah,
Of course
right.
not. Everything worthwhile talking to is talked to. in a civilized manner.
Aloise,
Otherwise,
you are
we just had bugs and monsters.
very difficult to read.
Hmm.
Abstellar.
Yes?
I know you say that they just need time. That like we can't leave your feed like this up. But do you not think that scuttlebutt leads to mutiny?
He blinks.
How do we?
What?
Apologies, sir. I simply mean the townsfolk will gossip even without leaving writing. And that's something we can't erase.
This is true. However, in turn, if you so desire, you can try to gossip back. Not in the sense of saying that I'm a great person or anything like that, but more so helping Sandpoint to change their minds. I'm sure that if I tried to go and speak to any of the other dead in there, they would not mind. Nualia, even though everything happened 17 years ago, is something that I cannot forgive myself for not interfering with, whether or not I was there. I'm gonna explain this in DM to player speech rather than Xanthus to character speech, just so everyone is aware. Basically, Abstellar is suggesting to convince the locals that the town had a role in cultivating the events that led to Nualia's violent actions. And basically, like, when you're going out about town, you go talk to people, try to do a diplomacy check, and get forgiveness points. If you get to 10, you guys all get a +1 circumstance bonus against emotion effects. And other
Yay.
fun stuff. This does not have to be done right away. I'm going to make y'all a little docket with all of the little fun things y'all can do. But, I will post this in Seven Doom's homework. Assuming that is not formatted hell. There we go.
Be back in 2 minutes. My apologies.
It's okay.
Spend 4 hours. Strike up conversation.
And you can do it once a day.
Diplomacy check.
Yep. I didn't say the DC, obviously, but...
Obviously.
Can we all do it once a day, or is it like just any of us attempt once a day?
I would recommend that only the people good at diplomacy checks do it.
Okay.
Just because the critical failure is more painful than you think.
I understand.
Operation Send Lela in.
Get that girl gossiping.
I would have liked to offer, actually, for me to stand guard here at night and to talk to any of the cowards who deface a cathedral this way. Obviously, they're just not brave enough to talk to you face to face. Perhaps they would be more given to talking to me instead.
Aloise, do you worship a god by any chance?
No.
Cool. I have no offense against you doing that, but you are a growing young girl. You do need to sleep. And I'm not going to say who, but at least 3 of the acolytes have pissed themselves when they saw you walking through the halls. They were on the younger end, but I feel as though putting you outside of the cathedral at night would only make things worse.
I see. I apologize.
Aloise, I'm not saying this to insult you or be mean to you. I am telling you this as a seasoned adventurer. You are quite scary, and Sandpoint Cathedral has the purpose of making sure people can come somewhere that is safe. I am sure during your adventuring, you are a wonderful wall for the party. But you also have to make sure that you can talk to people as well.
I feel as if my conversations are efficient.
That is a word I would use for it, yes.
Does that not suffice?
Aloise, you're doing great. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Eloise, think of it this way. Crewmen will toe the line with a gun to their head, but they're the very next mutineers.
It's true. I put a gun to someone's head once.
What?
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 Sorry, I thought I heard Puddle say something.
No, that was me. Can Puddle speak?
No.
All right. Just smile and nod. Oh. Additionally, while I have you all here, normally I would be saying this over breakfast, but unfortunately I haven't had the time. There are two things that I wanted to go over. The mayor, after... Well, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but she got me a little tipsy, and then I mentioned some of the stuff below, including the ghouls you all fought. And she wanted you all to make sure that there are no others. So if you found, like, their route or anything like that, I would highly suggest getting more information on that situation. Additionally, there was a letter from the owner of the Feathered Serpent for Vashali Voon, mentioning to give you all a discount, and that he has baked goods and candies. The Feathered Serpent is number 44, by the way, which is all the way down there on Rum Street. But other than that, I have nothing to mention at the moment. I'll be working on cleaning this up, and if you all need anything, I'm just a call or two away.
Sounds good.
But, as is tradition, you all have time to do as you please in the town. You didn't find toe or tail of the being known as Rip Nugget, so it may be helpful to do a bit more research onto the pit or anything like that. Additionally, you made your first steps onto the second floor of the pit, at the low cost of Faunra getting enough spider bites to make you wonder how much of her blood is venom right now.
I want to look into the pit.
All right. For the pit research, trying to remember how many points y'all had. I feel like I mentioned it somewhere.
I
22.
don't remember the specific amount, but I do remember we hit a breakpoint.
You probably hit breakpoint 4. I'm also going to give you the information for 6, just for the sake of... I think... Did I mention Erica? With an A?
No.
No.
Cool. I'll give you all up to 6 then, and we'll just do a few more random stuff within town.
Yeah.
Just because, like, some of this is information that you would have. The pit's 50 feet across. Sources say the Sandpoint Devil lives at the bottom of the pit. The latest group of adventurers to attempt to explore the pit included Alma Averton's daughter, Erica Averton. Erica ran afoul of the Sandpoint Devil and was the only survivor. As a free extra bonus, this is just information that you would know from being in the pit and then also coming back. There are a multitude of caves lining the pit's inner walls. A clan of goblins dwells in the uppermost caverns. They're known as the Whistle Fangs for drilling holes in their teeth to help them whistle loudly. They communicate this way. Adventurers have explored the pit's caves before, but it's very dangerous and few come back. A group of adventurers plumbed into the pit with rope and weight and got a measure of 150 feet. And when they tried a second measurement, something grabbed the rope and pulled all but one of them down to their deaths. Surviving adventurer fucked right off. And we'll say if you guys get 2 more points, you'll be able to get the rest of the information, just so I can chalk this off of my mental cupboard.
Very well.
But you can go talk to locals in town. You can try to remember information about the pit. Or, you know, go to everyone's favorite, completely sane person in town, Brodert Quink.
True. I do need to handle some speedrun shopping.
That's totally fine.
Yeah. No, I don't need a scene for this. I just need to work it out to not eat too much time.
Okay. So that means the rest of the players, you have to do scenes. Do not resist.
I'll do scenes.
Oh, I already know what I want to do.
All right.
Perfect.
We'll start with Lela then.
I want to take Puddle to get a little treat.
All right. Where are you going to take him?
God!
Where are you going to get him a little treat at?
We're gonna go to Red Dog Smithy.
Okay. This is a great idea. Nothing bad will happen.
I'm just gonna take a call.
This is the Smith that Aloise was asking about the dog for, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I want to go here. I want to walk in.
Scam.
Das Corvut is working the smithy as per usual. He is talking to a younger trainee. He goes, "There was this woman, she was like 7 feet tall, asking about getting a metal stick for a dog. Just, if you see her again, just tell her, figure out a way to get her to leave without her breaking anything." And he turns around and sees you and goes, "Hello?"
Hi, I'm Lela, and you are...
Das Corvut, main smith of
Well,
the Red Dog Smithy.
Hi, Mr. Corbett. I was hoping that I can commission a cute little piece from you for my dog here. And I hold up Puddle in both my hands.
He turns back to his apprentice and just goes, "I'm gonna show you something you never do." He takes like a very like small piece of like metal that was like that hasn't been quenched yet, so it's red hot, and he just drops it on his pinky. He pauses for a second before shoving his entire hand in water and goes, "Yep, this is reality. Great. 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 Great." Unfortunately, I do not have time for any sort of commissions. I apologize.
Really? You couldn't just smith like a cute little bone? Like a metal rod into a bone?
He looks at you for probably about 20 seconds too long, just kind of taking in everything about you, and then he goes, "I can let the apprentice do it."
Sure, if you trust in the apprentice's work, I think that'd be good practice for him. And Puddle will be happy either way.
All right. The apprentice gets a 14. He makes a, like, vaguely bone. Like, it's kind of looks like a femur bone that someone snapped near an end, so it's just kind of flat on one end. For the most part, he's just like, "All right, there you go. You're good."
I suppose this is kind of like a bone.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, I guess.
And he just goes back to work. He's not even requiring you to pay for it or anything.
Okay,
It is just
bye.
100%. I don't want this to be going on any more than it has to be, so just take this shit and leave. Please, for the love of God.
Hey, do you want to see something funny before I leave?
Sure.
I whip the metal rod across his fucking shop and it hits a wall. Say, Puddle, go get it.
Puddle just goes, jumps into the forge, Roll me a d20. Actually, no. Roll me d100.
Oh no. Oh, can I hero point that?
No. No, you cannot. By the time you manage on getting your little creature out, it has eaten 19% of the raw metal and resources that Das had prepared for the day. You see Das pause for a moment before he goes, "We can do this one of two ways. One, you and whoever you're associated with leave, never come back for anything related to this, or you can pay the cost of the raw materials."
And how much would that be?
Casually opens the stash, stares at Bones.
Yeah, what's up?
119 silver.
11 gold pieces? Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been deducted.
Okay. You pay
Sorry.
for all the raw materials as he doesn't have a phone, so he just starts walking towards the harbor. Also, for the sake of funny haha, roll me a diplomacy check.
Oh no.
Or society, your pick. It's not a high DC, don't worry. Okay, good. Nothing happens. If you would have failed that, your reputation with the citizens of town would have gone down.
For being a public menace.
Yes.
As I walk out, I'm scolding Puddle. He's like, "Puddle, this is very bad. You can't do that. Bad, bad, Puddle."
And we have 3 new items for Lela in the stash.
What do I have in the stash now?
Ventriloquist swing, glasses of sociability, and a staff of healing.
I see, I see.
You could just drag those from the stash to your character.
Okay. Puddle is a very bad boy.
I should mention, just so everyone knows, scamps, by nature, fuck around. The capricious and destructive metal scamps are self-appointed forces of entropy, taking great pleasure in indiscriminately wrecking everything around them.
Yeah, they're kind of... They're just... Your Honor, he's just a silly little guy.
He's just a silly little guy.
This is like throwing a dog into a house filled with dog treats.
Oh, Puddle, I can't be mad at you. Here, take your toy, and I throw it against the side of my room. You hear a metal clanging.
Roll me a strength check.
That starts up. Strength check. What the hell is a strength check?
You have a +0, so just roll me a flat d20.
Okay. No, that's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, just clangs against the wall. Just
This is our favorite game.
You wake
just
up
hear
at
that
least
constantly.
2 people, yeah. Alright, Faunra and Aloise, what would you two like to do for your rest day of sorts?
What do you want to do, Faye?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm looking around. I feel like when I do scenes like this for Faunra, I'm just picking something at random.
Okay. You mind if I go then?
Go for it.
So, Aloise was advised against doing it at night. So, you know what? She's gonna do it in the morning.
Oh, nice.
She's just gonna go around and start asking if anyone knows anything about people who might have participated
Okay.
or
You're
have
gonna
any
look like a
lingering
hired student.
dissatisfaction with how Xanthus dealt with things.
I'm gonna have you roll this.
You mad or something?
Interesting. Most of the people in town that you are able to talk to mention two things. One, Charn Scarnetti, mentioned that he took a few of his friends with him, and they did a bar crawl around the cathedral before eventually going back to town. Although no one says anything like that, anything like, oh, they did it, you can tell that they're doing their best to insinuate that it is not impossible that that happened. Additionally, you do hear someone mention that Erica and a handful of people that she has been adventuring with have been seen at the Rusty Dragon.
Okay, this Garnetti sound juicier, so maybe I'll visit the Sea Dragon first and save the Scarnettis for some other day.
Okay. All right. Let me... you see a handful of people. You see one such gentleman known as Caleb Valdemar, a member of the Scarnetti family, Adamar, a gentleman not of a group that you recognize called Chertis Gede, and then Erica Averton. And I will show off all of these lovely, lovely people real quick. To begin with, here is Erica.
Damn.
Yeah.
Kinda got it going on.
This is Sertius.
That's a scrungly fella.
Oh,
He's a bug with a human shape.
this is Caleb.
Damn.
Caleb is a
Collar
Scarnetti, right?
tattoo.
Caleb is not a Scarnetti. Adamar here is a Scarnetti.
Adamar is a Scarnetti. He likes
That's
a
the most
Scarnetti.
aggressively Scottish beard.
But you only see them in passing as they begin to leave town. You can try to catch up to them, but they are surprisingly walking faster than you have been able to walk.
I'll just plainly call out Erica.
She does not respond.
Hmm.
You are not sure if she's ignoring you or if she didn't hear you.
Alright, so I won't chase after.
Okay. And in case you guys are curious, why does it have a fucking class for everybody but Caleb? I think Caleb's a sorcerer? Yeah,
He just might not have a class at all.
yeah, it's possible. I know that he has, like, magic, because he has, like, another pick somewhere. Let me see if I can find it without it being that spooky. Yeah, this is him casting some spells.
He sure is casting spells.
And I also grew his hair out, but that's besides the point. That's for later in the story. Shut up. I'm just gonna call him a sorcerer type beat, because I feel like that's what he is. Adamar is a rogue. Sertius Gede is a fighter. And Erica is a bard. Faunra, what would you like to do? You can do research. You can try to work on making sure that the town asks for forgiveness. You can do tons of things.
I shouldn't do that.
You can also go down to the Feathered Serpent, or everyone can go together. It is a curio shop at the end of town, and the guy gives you a discount.
I'll go researching.
All right. We have diplomacy, society, or perception.
Diplomacy, society, or perception?
If you choose perception, you do also get to talk to Brodert Quink.
I'm choosing perception. It's also my best one.
Alrighty. Here's the roll. You'll be adding a +1 to that because you meet with Brodert Quink. I think you have heard of him in passing a few times, and as you knock on the door, everyone's favorite old man comes by. Don't forget, you do have hero points.
Uh-huh.
Why they're there?
Holy fucking Christ. That's hilarious.
You knock on his door. You see him slowly open the door and go, "Hello?"
Aye.
"Oh, good lord. I remember you. Much more skinny and feminine. And you don't have a beard. What happened to your beard?"
I don't believe I ever had a beard.
"Oh, you had a beard the last time I saw you." He opens the door a bit more. He has a shirt that has an eyeball, a heart, and then MILB on it. He is wearing pink fuzzy slippers. He is wearing like pants that are like 2 or 3 sizes too big. His glasses are like surprisingly perfectly well done. He goes, "Oh, no. Confused you with someone else. My apologies."
Yes, this is the first time we've met. I haven't had the pleasure.
Well, I'm Brodert Quink, everyone's favorite normal person, the main sage in town, all those fun things. How can I help you today?
Well, I heard you're good with research. You can help me with research.
I am. What are we trying to research today? What sort of fun things are we trying to research?
I'm looking into the pit.
Oh. A nice gentle person came by the other day. Mentioned they were also researching the pit. Sertium Healer, I believe was their name.
Yeah. Yes, Sertium Healer is an acquaintance of mine.
Wonderful, wonderful. He starts flipping through different research things. And you spend about an hour or 2 with him. And I'm going to give you 2 options. 1, it goes massively off the rails. Or 2, you basically are retrekking previous ground.
I wanted to go massively off the rails.
Cool. 20 minutes pass before Brodert pulls up. "So have you heard of the murder that's happened on the hill? Like right to the north of us?"
Brodert, I don't engage in scuttlebutt, but tell me more. This is history, of course.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
gossip.
of course. It's history, as the kids say.
Please tell me more.
Don't worry. I'm pulling up all of my fun details about the terrible murder that happened there. Yeah, so a few years back, 4687, Jervis Stute, old fucking guy, old crazy man. Hi, Pot. Name's Kettle. Old crazy man. He made his own little house there. He wanted to be with the birds, and he basically would go around town cutting out pieces of wood, stone, whatever, and he made like little bird statues around town. And you see him like pull open a drawer, and there's just tons of like broken pieces of wood. He's like, "This was a bird, this was a bird, this was a cardinal." Starts throwing them into his fire. But eventually, people started dying. We called the serial killer the Chopper. And eventually, his little path of murder landed at Jervis Stute's boat. At the time, we thought that Jervis Stute was going to be the next victim. Wasn't the case. What we found, eventually, was that there's an altar to Pazuzu below there. Faunra, you can roll me a religion check if you would like. And he was basically finding the birds within people rather than within like wood or stonework or that sort of stuff. You know that Pazuzu is a, air quotes, evil god, the king of the wind, a demon lord of the sky and winged creatures. Very against Lamash, too. Very into making people commit crimes, cause problems on purpose, that sort of beat. And eventually, we figured out that that he was basically going around town killing people, all for Pazuzu. Now let me tell you about this fan fiction I found. 20 minutes passed. But what I'm saying is that the Sandpoint Devil is the child of Lamashtu and Pazuzu. Another 20 minutes pass. And that's why Absalar Xanthus is shredded underneath that. Rip up his robe the next time you see him. I promise you won't be disappointed.
I did always think he looked a little fit.
It is at this point, Faunra, you also realize that he has had incense going, and you are realizing that the incense is also hallucinogenic.
Well, it's been quite the pleasure being here.
Gosh.
Broder, it's been great, dare I say.
Faunra, you're welcome anytime.
We've been 3 sheets to the wind, bone in our teeth. I'm feeling Helms of Lee. I gotta go home. It's been great. I'll come back.
He puts a hand on his shoulder. Faunra, I'll kill a man for you.
I'll kill someone for you.
Hell yeah.
I'll run a shot across the bow anytime you need me to.
Faunra, you get about to, like, a little past Town Hall when you realize, wait, fuck, I was supposed to research the pit.
It's too late now.
It's too late. What has Sert been doing outside of shopping spree?
Mostly just getting affairs in order for the trip. Since we've been asked to proceed down into the church once more and to ensure that that side passage is well and truly as dead as the things we might find there, and that there's little else to fear. Mostly preparation.
Okay.
Just doing little things around the church to kind of kill time.
We will not so much move there unless you all wish for a combat type scenario. But we will have the party go down to the ghoul tunnels.
While we're going down, I'm gonna look at Aloise like, Aloise, did you know I'm green? One of my friends showed me that earlier.
Some shades, I suppose, crewmate.
It's like she's like half lucid, half not.
Hippity hoppity, Aloise, a ball of light is now your property.
Thank you.
Don't mind me, just setting up stuff over here.
I love the purple mushrooms on the floor.
Yes.
Should we just put one on each of us?
Mushroom?
Oh, I can only make one.
Yep.
If you
Oh,
cast the spell,
Oh no, you can
one
have
already
more.
four,
No. I'm gonna tell you right now.
You don't
Having
want more than
multiple
one.
of these, you do not want more than one.
Oh, I
Is
can
it just
show you.
bleach?
I can show you.
Yeah.
Is it just bleaching it? Okay.
Oh no.
Ew.
It gets worse and worse.
Yes.
I think you can change the color if you want, but I think just white, yellow is fine.
No, this is fine. And just imagine, this isn't even the heightened 4th version. When it heightens, it gets even brighter.
Ew.
But, following all of your noses, you all, without much trouble, see a pack of ghouls and a leader of sorts at the end of one of the tunnels. And before any of you can do combative actions, several of the ghouls shriek out and point as one of them, a gentleman with glasses, pulls ahead, goes, "Have
terrifying.
no fear. I have no desire to commit any violence so long as we can discuss.
Sir, this is the scariest moment of my life.
What do you wish to discuss?
Simple. A parlay.
Faunra's eyes
Elaborate.
just light up. You wish to parlay?
Yes. I would recommend that instead of screaming across this cavern, you all can come close, but don't get too close. Obviously, I'm aware that my scent can be a bit overwhelming to the unprepared.
Right. All right, everyone. And like she's trying to whisper, but she's not. Square rigged and square away. Let's go.
What?
Let's go. Let's go. Square. Let's go.
Let's
go. Keep up. Keep up. Keep up.
What is he?
Keep up.
Okay.
Keep up.
That's fine, and nope. As you, like, take the one step closer, he's like, nope, it's fine. You just are fucking coated in a terrible smell. Do this real quick for me, hun.
Yay. Yay.
Yeah, it smells disgusting. And, like, you can stay there. You are immune to it for a minute, but he's like, no, please, just stay out on the edge. Don't worry, I'll be able to hear you fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, the amount of dust down here gets a bit painful even for these dead nostrils. Would the other two of your party like to approach as well, or not? I do not mind either way.
That's Aloise. She's scary.
Gathered that, yes.
This is
Understand.
Sert. He's blue.
Sir hides behind Lela.
All right, let us begin the discussions, shall we?
Well, what is it you want to discuss?
Well, to begin, excluding the, problems you all spoke to, and he motions over to the ghouls behind him. Certain Aloise, you recognize all of these ghouls as not being goblin, for one. And that none of them have any goblin mannerisms, anything like that. And he goes, we all have been living below Sandpoint for multiple years. As you can gather from the tunnels that you all have gone through, we have found ways to avoid being detected, and in turn avoid having to feed upon them. I would not call any of us innocent, of course. We are ghouls by nature, and hunger is hard to say no to. However, we have no desire to do anything with the top side. If any more of these ghoulified goblins come by, we are happy to, deal with them.
Why are you being so agreeable on this matter?
For what reason would I not?
You have yet to state what you want out of this.
All I request is that myself and my associates remain down here without any problems. That is all. If anyone would like to sense motive, I can slap a perception check down for y'all.
You.
I'll do it.
Go, gamers, go.
My craving to smite undead is tingling.
Does Aloise want to roll or not?
No.
Okay. Lela and Faunra, how are you two feeling?
Inquisitive.
Inquisitive?
Good word.
Both of you are having a lot of...
Faunra was just excited to talk to someone.
Yeah, that's fair. Both of
She's
you
feeling it a different way today.
are having a bit of trouble going through the undead form of him and his associates. Dirt. With a critical success. He is sincere. But the part of your body that says undead evil, kill, is recognizing he is still a ghoul. He is concerningly intelligent. And when he brings out a gift for you all, it makes you slightly more concerned.
One of my edicts is help the dead find their rest. Ox staff like shotgun, and I see a lot of restless dead.
But I am happy to provide these as gifts and proof of our promise to remain hidden. I am also open to whatever else you all request of me.
What do you intend to subsist on down here?
You would be surprised at the amount of creatures that go down into tunnels underneath, and although we prefer humanoid flesh, we can survive without it. At the end of the day, a mole is just as filling as a pound of flesh.
I feel as if you will always be one opportunity away from taking more than you're meant to from the town.
How do you reckon that? We have been below here for countless years, and were it not for those goblins, we would still be down here, without having to discuss this with you all.
You've not had the opportunity yet.
Ma'am, I think you are misunderstanding. You might not want to take... If you guys take stuff, and then do one of the other things, I will have to take those back. Just put them back for now. You guys get it as a treat after. You can look at them, though.
Cert, this is your expertise.
There is a lot of them.
These are wayward souls that cannot find rest. It would be improper not to send them on their proper ways. That was like the nicest way I could phrase, I'm going to fucking pop a blood vessel.
Well, if you say so. Noise blast.
If you all wish to engage in combat, I will, throw everybody into combat.
Put me in that initiative. It's okay, I have a fun little surprise.
Would you like to persuade them to go with dignity?
You can try to persuade them or do a fancy way of telling them to fuck right off, Captain.
Hey, can I persuade you guys to kill yourselves?
One of the ghouls pulls out a gun.
Crazy.
Live yourself, sorry? I don't really know the terminology here.
One of them pulls out a gun.
They're from Alkenstar. Get down.
They're from Alkenstar. Get down. That's fucking good. You know what? Faunra, everyone gets a hero point for that.
Yay!
Do you like the picture I drew of Puddle's best day ever?
I did.
Where's Puddle's best day ever?
I put it in the Sandpoint chat.
That's so cute.
Goofy ass bug eyes.
It's a funny pistol I can give him.
No.
Wait a second.
No, wait, hang on a minute.
Why are you
She wasn't
insisting
kidding.
on giving the most random enemies guns?
Funny. Look, it's fine. They don't need a gun. They outnumber you all.
Not for long.
1 second, I have to slap this like 45 fucking times.
Bring it on, bastards!
Hey! Ghoul number 1 gets to go. That is his name, Ghoul number 1. You can tell from the 1 carved into his chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he goes, "Oh, sexy mama, it's me, the ghoul. Fuck."
Confound.
Mees. Sertium healer, it is your turn.
Yeah, the main ghoul.
Yep. Papa Smurf, yeah. Wolgar Rabs, that is his name.
That's interesting. He's receiving a lovely Miku Miku beam.
Okay. Feel as though I'm in danger.
You
Uh-oh.
should.
Are you sure?
They're sure. They're sure.
I'm gonna keys. Of course, my first dice rolls of the session are a 3 and a 5.
Yeah, just complete.
Incredible.
You know what?
Spectacular, even.
Don't worry.
What's up?
I'm gonna make a little light source next to him from the Miku Miku beam. Why not?
Nah, don't worry about it.
It'll be. It's funny.
Shield? Okay, okay.
Boop.
Aloise, it is your turn.
5 times 15. 15, 25, 40, or 30. Shift, right click. Swipe this.
Okay. You're just gonna kill 2 fucking ghouls, got it?
Attempt to, yeah.
That hits. Give me
The
that damage.
Mog.
And this is the swipe, yes?
Yes.
Yep. Cool.
Bowling pins.
Okay.
I'm the ball.
I think that's all 3 of your actions. Yep, Faunra.
Who just got fucking laid the hell out?
Aloise the War God.
I looked away for 1 second to look up a rule. What the fuck happened?
Also, Aloise, do that for me.
I saw a sword.
He's stinky. You're fine.
Nurgle would be very proud right now.
No, Nurgle wouldn't. They tried to parlay.
Okay,
Alright, Faunra, what are we doing?
we're going pummeling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first thing is I'm actually going to I'm going to do a flurry of blows. The first one's going to be a grapple.
Okay.
Here's my
Grab this poor man.
here's my check.
Uh,
Yay! Restrained.
fix that. He is grabbed and restrained.
Okay. And now I'm going to punch him as the second one.
Fucked up.
I pressed my stance button again. Anyway.
Punch, punch, punch. You have successfully punched him.
Yay.
He still stands, spitting in your mouth.
Octua.
I'm gonna kill you. No healing.
I'm
You
gonna
have
be
1 action
surrounded.
left.
So I do. Hold on, I planned something out.
Mm-hmm. He is also stunned.
I really do need to figure out what it was because as far as I'm aware, that's not in the wrestler dedication.
You just want to do one more
Or it
punch
might.
for now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch. Well, I'll figure this out next time. I'll figure this out by my next turn. No. No.
Range. No, Crushing Grab is part of the wrestler archetype.
Okay.
Okay. Ghoul number 14! Goes, hello! You've killed my brother! We're fucked up,
Brothers.
innit?
I love watching another player draw a line to an enemy. You're like, oh yeah, okay. Something they're planning.
You pain me, Aloise. You're like one square further than I'd like you to be.
Oh shit. He was not supposed to do that. You need to do that. Bap.
You're fortified as fuck.
Ghoul number 2. Hello!
Hello.
Don't talk to them.
I'm practicing.
Do damage and do your fortitude save. And for his jaw attack, which will miss. Lela.
Okay. I don't know if that's how you use it. These guys are undead, right?
Yeah.
Can I use this thing on them?
They are not
Mindless.
mindless.
Ah, shit. Oh,
Okay.
right. Okay.
That's why you
tried.
did ask. Can I use it? Yep.
I tried.
You did good.
Okay. Well, in that case,
I fuck with your ideas, MK. Just
hey, thanks, Faye.
unfortunately, they always there's just always one complication. It's unfortunate. Just
can I stand on top of Faye, or do I have to push her out of the way?
You cannot stop on another person.
Oh, okay.
I'll just
She
piggyback her.
wants-
This will be fine.
She wants a top founder.
Yeah. What a top fauna.
Like 5 sessions in, we're just asking the top founder.
Not already.
You trying to cook up there, Lela?
I was trying to cook up something I think would be pretty funny, but I don't think it's gonna work. Let me do a quick little.
If you want to
Alright.
AoE, I can take it. Like a blast AoE.
Yeah, you won't be hit by it.
I can take it.
I can take it.
Almost not like you want to be hit.
For chance.
Helpful steps? No. Noise blast.
Where are you putting the AoE?
I'm going to put it right here.
Okay. Well, that ghoul's probably just dead. Yep. Takes half and dies.
Okay.
And Boss Ghoul takes 0 for his critical success.
I see. In that case, I'll pass a fat guidance over to Aloise. Call it a day.
Nongishin.
Have no fear, Aloise is going to have 14 ghouls on her ass in a second.
Target rich environment. Soldier.
Just
Oh,
run in there and
hello.
start fighting Aloise. I got excited.
Never fucking remember.
Well, while the ghouls decide to absolutely rip into Eloise, I'm gonna go pee.
Enjoy your piss girl.
Just shut up!
This one, going to be a little smarter, is going to attempt to trip you first. I'm guessing your reflex is above a 19. It is not! Holy shit!
Man.
The war god is mortal.
Oh,
Minus
no.
23.
Aloise has 19. Or 18, rather. I rolled a 19. And then he is going to attempt to bite. And fail. Next ghoul, however. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hello! You appear to have fallen. Allow me to assist you.
Oof.
Not that much. It's just 8 damage. Ooh.
Interesting.
Gonna just stab you again. Or not.
Okay, the numbers make sense all of a sudden.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, you have fallen! I hope no one slaps your ass while you're down. That'd be quite sad. I have bad news for you. You should die from this. Cool, that's a hit.
Ow?
Give me that fortitude save, baby. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Yay.
10 damage to Aloise. And he's just going to smack you again.
Again!
That does hit. Just slap that twice for me, because I forgot to do the paralysis for the first one. Do you accept that paralysis? And then one more. Okay. You do take 13 damage, though.
Curses.
Okay. He does have one more attack. Don't worry, he's just going to take a bite out of you. Like McGruff the crime dog. No, he's not. But guess what? Hello. It's me, your buddy pal. 12 damage. Then he gets one claw, which will miss. But don't worry, we have another ghoul. Like one. Not what I want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes. I just feel like it's kind of unfair that all of them are just ganging up on her. So I'm just gonna attack you. Is that cool with you?
Aye.
Okay, alright, cool. Just a little nibble. Just a little nibble. You bones. Do
Yep.
elves have to do ghoul fever as well, or are they just immune to the paralysis?
Just the paralysis.
Okay. Do that for me, please. You measly 3 damage. And you're fine. I bet you thought we were done with the ghouls. Wrong. A murder most foul tonight. Yo. Bep. Bep.
I can't see dice rolls again. Refresh.
You take 4 damage, though. Yo! That's for the paralysis, too! Okay, that was the Jaws attack at no map. He misses. Okay, one last ghoul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hello. They kind of don't have space for me. So. I guess. This is at Faunra. Faunra is fine, but takes 6. Cert, we are back to you. You just saw, like, 8 fucking ghouls run over to Aloise and just start beating the shit out of her.
Oh, don't worry. My course of action was decided immediately. Heal of the 3-action variety.
Fucked up.
It will do that much damage to the undead, and the living may heal that much as well.
Okay.
So, Aloise and Faunra can just take the 16, and then every ghoul except for these back 2 need to make me a fortitude saving throw.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this in bunches. So, normal success, they take half. That one, I think, is just dead outright, because he got a critical failure. Yep.
Yeah, I think if they fail, they might just die outright.
Possible. 1. Cool. I'm just gonna start deleting them. 1 dead.
Almost needed to roll a little higher for outright deletion, yeah. think that
And
3
then-
rolled a little higher.
Papa John here succeeds, so he takes half.
Yep.
All right.
Well, killed 3, and nearly killed another
You killed
3.
4.
And killed 4.
Because there was one
killed-
here.
Yeah, killed 4, injured 3.
Yep.
Severely. And healed Aloise and Faunra.
Yeah.
All for the low price of 3 actions.
Aloise, you are prone.
Do I make a save or anything against paralyzed at the end?
Yes. I believe it was from a regular ghoul.
Yes.
So you just have to do a DC 15 at the end of your turn. But you are still prone and everything. Fuck no, apparently.
That's
This is what we call Kismet.
okay. Guess I'm gonna start by beating the fuck out of this guy.
What are you gonna do? Punch me in the face?
Just the one time.
Alright, please, I was kidding.
Bye bye.
Goodbye forever. Oh, I was really hoping he would be barely alive. Oh. That is one of your 3 actions.
Riding here.
I will say you have to redo the stench thing. I
Fair
would
enough.
say it's been a minute since you were talking to him and everything. Cool. You are sickened 1.
Okay.
I got you.
There it is. Okay.
It's stinkied.
Okay. And this is going to be a proper flurry of blows.
It
You know,
does start
I'm
on
gonna-
one map. Don't forget.
That's true. You're right. I am going to grab him. For the sake of map, I'm just going to roll an unarmed attack. For the sake-
Mm-hmm. Yep. You have grabbed him.
Excellent. Then I'm going to hit him.
No.
No. I'm not going to hero point that. I'm done.
And so it begins yet again. The hunger I have is immeasurable. Anyway, time to bite. Lovely.
You are currently paralyzed, so you won't do that again. See if you get ghoul cancer. You take your 2 damage. No, you don't. Does still have 2 more attacks though. One's better than none. You take 5 damage, Aloise.
I might be getting ghoul cancer IRL. I'm coughing. So
Good. Hey Lela, it's your turn.
Yeah. I am so annoyed at where I am.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It really do be like that. I think I'm gonna do a little scoot over here.
Interesting.
I need to get close.
Yeah. Do your shit.
And
Do your shit, Queen. Pop off.
fuck it. Fuck these guys.
Magic spell. Laser.
Magic spell. Die.
Miku, pee.
That first guy's got... Yeah, so this guy is just fucking gonzo. This guy does have to do the save. If he passes, he fails. He takes
I
that
gotta
damage.
refresh. I can't see anything.
Yeah, you Miku beam these guys.
Inner Radiance Torment is such a fucking awesome name. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also one of
It's
the
a
fun
really
spells
cool-
you can charge for 2 whole turns.
You can. I'm so
It's
upset
an
though because
apocalypse rail?
I was 1 square away from doing a level 3 heal and hitting all of them, and I was 1 square away from going down and hitting all 3 of them below Aloise.
It happens.
You know, something insanely funny you could have done is just
Huh.
sat there and charged the beam, and then 2 turns later, beam the shit out of the big ghoul. And this ghoul, unfortunately, Aloise would have been hit, but I think she was chill with that.
You could
I
tank it.
guess. I mean, yeah, I could have hit it, but you know,
You could have hit the gritty.
yeah, you know.
This guy
Live,
actually
laugh,
gonna
love.
use Swift Leap, and he is going to hop over here. Death Cross Formation.
Thundercross split attack.
Thundercross split attack.
Hey, buddy, are you sure you want to be standing in front of me?
Yes, fuck you.
Oh,
You're
shit.
targeting the wrong person.
I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were attacking Lela.
Ah, son.
Ah,
Thunder
This
cross.
is the crisscross formation.
Exactly.
shit, I guess.
Come on, Sert.
Also, it's funnier and makes more sense if they just beat the shit. Oh no. You have any hero points?
No.
Oh no.
Faye gave one.
Oh, I forgot to close chat.
Also,
Alright.
Vandal, I don't know if you saw that one. Said in
I
honor
did
of...
do Vandal.
Okay.
I will give
You
Aloise
did
the
what
hero
to
point.
them?
He knows.
No ghoul cancer.
No ghoul cancer. Big sad, big sad. You are taking that damage though. But don't worry.
Yes.
For my next move, my claw attack. Yo.
The
Don't
cure to
worry.
cancer is 1,000 channel points.
Don't worry. We have more. Ghoul fever. You will get ghoul fever. Stop complaining.
It feels like playing custodians and I'm just trying to make 2-up after 2-up.
Look, it's fine. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to bite you, and then I'm going to kill you. I am going to kill you. I'm going to roll minimum on every die.
This is crazy.
Hey! 3 more damage to Aloise. And Wolgor goes, you are aware that you just irritate me, correct?
Yeah, well, you repulse me.
It's a joke about the stench of a ghoul.
Yes?
I'm going to bite your friend.
Ooh.
Ooh, critical hit.
Interesting. Grabbed by Faunra, still trying to attack the person on the floor. The mental image of that is like when somebody's got a pit bull on a leash and it's like violently lunging towards the nearest toddler.
That's how I imagined it too. He's like being gripped by the ankles while biting the shit out of her. I'm like, no, back.
How's Aloise doing?
I don't know. You told me I just critically failed a fortitude saving throw.
That's
Is that
fine.
super cancer? Okay.
I don't know how that would work, honestly. Critically failing a disease? Does that do anything, Bones, or no? Can't imagine that it will. Aloise, please.
What?
Memi is giving you a hero point if you would like to re-roll the critical fail over there.
The super cancer?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let you re-roll that one, why not?
Thank you, Nemi.
Good job, Memi.
Saving from super cancer for the low price of 1,000 hero or channel points. How do I add a hero point? Oh, there we go.
I got you.
Oh, it's not a super cancer.
Yep.
Well, maybe not super cancer.
He's going to attempt to smack you one more time. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Now that that's done, allow me to deal with you. He's going to claw Faunra. And critical miss. Cert! Aloise is not breathing.
That's not good.
On a scale of 1 to 78, Aloise is at 0.
This guy's pissing me off.
I wonder why.
Well, because he's being an asshole.
How is he being an asshole exactly? I eat
The
a
exact
body.
mental image the exact mental image I described. That's why he's being an asshole. Unfortunately, there's not really much I guess I can just utilize my movement to
I eat a
get me closer
body.
like this for now. And then for my homie that's on the floor, I bestow upon you the highest honor I can. A 2-action heal.
Italy.
Hopefully it'll
We're no
chalk up
longer
your
a
wounded.
floor gamer. Actually,
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
actually that's within 25 feet. You know what? We're gonna just retroactively say that was a doctor's visitation as well.
Oh, you're just fucking full healing her. Does Doctor's Visitation get rid of wounded?
I was, depends on if I make her full health or not.
I was a roll
I also
knowledge
pressed the
check.
wrong button.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
that was the wrong macro. I need this macro instead. And
Doctor's
Shaboingri.
visitation.
You got wounded one,
You
I
will.
believe.
You will be healed. This is a
Oh
threat.
Italy.
God.
Full health again.
Does Doctor's Visitation count as treat wounds?
Yes. Battle medicine counts as
And
treat
you fully
wounds for
healed
anything
her,
that
so... Yep. Either way. Yeah.
have 80 hit points now. Lightning
He's
crackle.
serving-
What is
fucking
is paralyzed removed since she went unconscious?
No, but I will. There is I believe they're paralyze. I don't remember if it's a general or specific thing, but usually the DC gets easier with every subsequent turn
Yes.
you're paralyzed.
Yes. So the DC is only 14 now.
Huge.
Is it a fortitude?
Yes, I am.
Should I just click on this one?
Just do that,
Yeah.
and if you fail by 1, then you pass. And you're fine. You're no longer paralyzed, but you are on the floor.
Italy.
So I gotta just fucking curb stomp someone once I knock him down if Cert's in range. Got it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Faunra, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, my first action, I'm going to reaffirm my grip on him with my keep my grapple going, so to speak.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that again, or do I just do that?
Beyonce.
Nah, you just do that, dog.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna tell him. You shouldn't have hurt my friend. Now I'm gonna hurt you.
Oh no, the little elf girl is going to punch me in the teeth. First one is a hit, second one is a miss. You fucking punch this dude in the teeth. And his ass is not stunned.
Okay. And I'm going to... You know what? Waste 3 map attack.
Go low.
Probably that doesn't... Yeah, I figured.
It happens. Lela.
Hey.
I couldn't rely on 3 map forever. Treated me well a while ago, but not today.
You have a ghoul in front of you. Aloise fainted. Cert put enough band-aids on her to make her look like a mummy, and she's still prone.
Right. Okay. I wish when my token, any token was above another token, I could see the health.
You are at full, as is the ghoul below you.
Okay. Well, I suppose in that case... Yeah, another Miku Beam.
Okay.
I will use a 3-action one, I suppose. Why
Okay.
not? Or no, I don't need to do the 3-action one. That makes it longer. I don't care about it being long.
Nice.
Oh, wait. I can do 2 rounds. Yeah, I'll do
That's if
that.
you start charging it.
Well, no, it goes off now. But then I can keep the spell going.
No.
No?
No. How the multi-action version works is you literally stand there for this
Okay.
entire round, and then technically the entire 3 actions on your next turn are also eaten to do the 6-action air quotes version of the spell. If you're
I
talking
see.
about if you don't do you basically don't do anything this turn. If you do the multi-turn one.
I reset it in case you change your mind.
Yeah, but you still took another.
Nope.
Yeah, it's fine. No, you gave it back.
Yes.
It just updated.
Spaps you.
Yeah, why not? It'd be funny.
It will be funny.
I'll do the charge up.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
My friends know. My friends know. I got these two. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You better recite the Miku Miku Beam verse right before you cast that.
Anyway, she's charging up a death beam. I don't like death beams.
Ow. Hang on. What kind of damage is that? Can I cast Blood Vendetta at him?
It is piercing.
Yeah. Die, stupid.
Okay.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
think I did that with
Oops,
yours.
You have to.
Well,
You have to do your thing.
I did that on
My
you.
bad.
I was clicking the wrong thing. Cool.
That's a ruh-roh raggy.
I mean, you're still gonna take 5 damage.
Yeah, it happens.
And I
That's
still
so
need
fucking-
those 2 fortitude saves from you.
That's a metal ass reaction, though.
Oh,
Yes.
It is.
It,
You get
it's
hurt,
also
and you're
going
like, no.
It's also going to do a funny amount of damage.
yeah. 46 at the end of his turn.
Yeah.
Double, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it only has a failure effect, so you'll probably just have to click the double button for when it rolls over the persistent.
But he still has 2 more attacks, so
More acciones.
or you know he's just gonna die. Dying works too. Oh, because he didn't have the actual bleed effect on him. That's just the failure effect because it got stapled onto Lela.
Then yeah, you'll have to manually put 4d6 persistent bleed on him.
4d6. What is your DC? DC 21. Yep. Ghoul is unaffected by persistent damage.
God damn it.
Ah, yes. You fool. You've run into the problem of how many undead creatures actually have enough blood to gusher out of them.
Yeah.
I thought I was being cool.
No, that's fine.
No, it was Galaxy Brain. But unfortunately, this creature goes LMAO.
We're gonna go back to slapping Aloise's ass. I'm just gonna do all 3 of these at once, because, you know. Fail Aloise. Fail. Fine. Death by 10,000 cuts. I'm doing this for the sake of sanity. 4 damage to Aloise. Vulgar goes. Also, I'm going to need stench checks from people.
Sure.
From
Need
Cert
Lela?
and Lela.
Oh, fortitude.
Not me.
Uh-oh.
Faunra is fine because she puked out her guts. Lela. Oh no. Oh no,
I
honey.
counter Schadenfreude.
Okay.
You don't have another reaction, unfortunately.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, you use your reaction on Blood Vendetta.
Okay.
You are sickened 1 and slowed 1 because hella stinky. But Homeboy is gonna be like, that's a tasty looking healer there. Gonna take a bite out of crime.
Now
fucking
he
up.
decides to look away. Good. I do not have shield anymore.
And the 2 fortitude saves.
I don't see them in the chat. Oh, there they are. You put them out in between.
Yes.
Very jarring.
I'm sorry. Well,
Do I?
The paralysis or super cancer?
First one is the fever. Why the fuck
killing
is...
me?
Second one is paralysis.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with the bitrate right now. I'm sorry, y'all.
I save against the paralysis.
Okay.
You are killing me. These are out of order.
What do you mean?
For the other attacks, it was paralysis first, then fever. Do not mind me. It is just brain damage.
I'm seeing if that's actually the case, because...
Hmm?
Nope, it's
what?
fever paralysis.
Interesting.
Yeah, this was also fever paralysis. You click them
Why
in
was-
the order of fever paralysis.
Interesting.
So you have fever, you do not have paralysis.
That's fine.
I am guessing that the bitrate is fucked, because my sister is also watching streaming stuff on TV. And I can't do shit about that.
Go throw a rock
That's
at the TV.
I
pretty
will
epic.
not.
God said it was my turn on the bandwidth.
And his other two attacks miss. Cert. You have ghoul
Okay.
cancer. How do you feel?
Eh. It happens. But to not take away from Leela's big moment, I'm gonna go ahead and take a very, very welcome move back the fuck over here.
I don't think that they have reactive strike, so yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. Fuck me.
And then John Problem is going to enjoy a very delicious Vitality Lash.
Fucked up and evil. 23. You will take
Okay.
half.
He sure will. Boink.
Aloise.
Finally standing.
Yep.
3 turns later.
To be fair, you
Then,
walked into 45 ghouls.
Yeah, more like 42.
Uh-huh.
It's worth. You're still prone.
Okay.
Okay, but never mind. Why did I bother saying anything? You clearly are better.
He is built different. Yep.
5 for 2 Wolverine.
All right, I'm going to point at the ghoul directly in front of me. Guess who's getting their ass kicked?
Yo.
No, let's. I tried it here for
Okay.
funnies. I
He also
Just
had
a
an item
really-
I forgot to calculate into his stuff. Oh well. Shoved it in your stash so we don't forget about it. That hits. Are you grappling him or just punching him?
This is just a punch.
Okay. He explodes. You have one action left?
To not take away from Leela's big moment, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna aid Aloise to the up.
Alright, Lela. So
Alright,
here's
so-
a question.
Yeah.
This is mostly for Bones.
Yeah.
So, Inner Radiance Torrent.
So like,
3 actions, 3 actions.
Yep.
She's slowed.
Uh-huh.
How do?
Ah. Can't finish spell proper.
that's what I thought.
But you do have 2
Well-
actions to do other stuff with.
Yep. That does mean you just, at the end of the turn, you'll just let her rip the spell. At the end of your turn, you'll basically just let the Inner Radiance Torrent rip, since you can't commit the 3 actions to actually upgrade it this turn,
Oh,
even
okay.
though you tried to roll it over.
But it'll still rip.
Yeah, it'll still go off.
Oh,
Just at
Yeah.
the base value?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so roll me...
I just wanna. Okay. Wanna look at that guy's health. Roll you.
I'm just gonna do it this way. You can roll damage there.
1, 2, 3.
Gimme. Die, stinky.
Oh, I'm still alive. Great.
How much?
What happened to Lela's other 2 actions?
I still have them. I
I
think.
thought-
Right?
I thought it basically would just turn the rest of her turn into the spellcast.
No. Not as I understand it. She tried to do the 2 whole turn one, but
Yeah.
couldn't commit the second turn to finishing the spellcast to upgrade it, but then it would still go off because the spell was already cast,
Yeah.
and she can't commit 3 more actions to it, so that would just leave her with 2 actions.
Yeah, so she would use the 2 actions on her turn burning it. Because you're charging it for turn 1, and then since you can't
Yes.
do it correctly on turn 2, you just cast it normal.
Yes, but the actions were already spent on turn 1. It's basically just firing off the baseline version at that point.
I will let her have the 2 actions, and I'm going to figure out if this is a thing. Or if there's, like, actual
Fair enough.
rulings for it.
Fair enough. I do not imagine this ghoul will live to any consequential amount regardless of the final decision.
You guys, I don't really feel very good.
It will just
I
pukes on the
used a-
floor.
I used a lot of my spells. I want to go to sleep.
What the fuck? It broke the glass.
Oh, yeah.
It's happened a few times.
Yeah, I have my
haven't
dice
seen that
set
yet.
where if I roll a 20, it does that.
Starts. Do you think we should give chase to the one that escaped?
It would be prudent to do so as to prevent more outbreaks of ghouls. These caverns are vast, but not infinite. So,
9 plus 10, 19. Shut up, Memmy.
small amount of boo-boo kiss.
Yeah, my bit rate's fucked. So I might just call it for today. Let y'all go back to
Okay.
town, get some sleeps.
Okay.
I will also use Faunra to update y'all's experience points.
What's the goal cancer?
Does nothing on the first day. I'm gonna have Cert roll medicine checks to see if y'all get that shit off of you.
Yeah, I got a cool button called Treat Disease.
Yep.
Oh, buggers.
I don't know
And
where I can put diseases on a person, so...
There is nowhere.
Okay, just click that
It's
shit
just,
twice.
yeah, it's just something you'll have to, like, innately track. But either way, I can just do a fat. Huge.
Big.
Are you sure?
Big. Huge. Who else received the...
Is that on you, or is that on Aloise?
Is it you and I?
Yeah, you two were the only ones that got it.
Oh, okay. Then it would probably be Aloise first. I usually treat other people before myself.
Okay. Give me the one for
then
yourself, then.
Yep. Medicine check, yeah. Oh. Shaboingery. Incredible. Another 7. Wow.
Wow.
That probably does nothing.
And both of you are going to do fortitude saves for it to see if it gets worse or not.
Huge.
Here's the
'Cause
button.
this will be the morning after.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Pass, I think it's just Gonzo. Fail, Ruh-roh.
And go with stage 2 emoji. I'm going to go ahead and also do a huge solid.
I'm also going to burn the 2 other party members extra stuff to give both of y'all hero points. Cool, Aloise is
Indeed.
A-okay. That just leaves Sertium healing. There's...
Hold on.
Emoji. Bot is getting to me.
Look emoji.
The
Oh, the name changed. That's why I can't. That's why I can't find it. Let me see. God, now I gotta look for the new name.
What are you looking for?
Funny spell to just snap my fingers and make diseases go away. There it is.
Like
There we go.
lesser restoration 2.0.
No, it is not called that. It is.
I mean, if you just have a spell, just Gonzo. I
Yeah,
trust you.
cleanse affliction. It's literally choose an affliction like a curse, disease, or poison. If it is advanced past stage 1, reduce its stage by 1. This reduction can only be applied once in a given affliction. With the case of it ending when it's completely cured, although so basically I can just cast this once and it just no save reduces the affliction stage by 1.
Nice.
So I will make my funny roll right here. And shaboingery.
Cool.
Huge.
You are fine.
Okay.
fine article cancer.
Both of you are fine.
Just in case I did have it slotted in one slot as a just in case boo boo.
And I will give everybody the fun points for dealing with the ghouls.
Yeah, hey.
You earn 1 point with the Sandpoint Cathedral, 1 with the Townsfolk, the Town Watch, and the Mercantile League. And because of technical difficulties, we'll call it there for today.
There emoji.
Pain Pecco emoji.
Hey.
And we will raid into DJ tonight.
Yeah, boy.
But thank you all for watching. I hope anyone that is still here has a wonderful rest of the day. And anyone that has bounced since then, I completely understand. For anyone that was suffering through a lot of buffering through this, I will also be posting this on YouTube within the next few days. So that's something to look forward to. And yes, next time on our little Sandpoint adventure, you all will receive a very simple letter explaining something that you might have missed on or previous advents. Namely, the first floor of the pit was being used as a Thessalonian, what's the terminology? A Thessalonian spy area. And there is a secret passage that you all previously glanced over. So that will be an easy direction for you all to go to.